Peace, Virgo rising. Let's see what you need to keep most in mind and heart this week to help everything rise into place. We're going to tap in as always with our foundation frequency with some oracle cards and then a fundamental framework with our tarot deck. And we're going to be tapping into some self-care alignments this week because I've been so in self-care mode this weekend. I wanted to extend it your way. So let's tap in for the Virgo rising collective and see what Spirit has in store for you this week. We've got a stack. I'm going to go with the first one that flew out, all right? Build strength. We got another sign that got this. I'm trying to remember which one it was. But either way, this is all about strength of mind as well as strength of body, as you're seeing this third eye activation here. So when we're tapping into the energy of building strength, it is about discipline in terms of the day-to-day and the frequency of the physical, but it is also in regards to divine discipline, in regards to our intuition, in regards to our mental dexterity, in regards to our spiritual alignments, right? So the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. We've heard that so many times before. And many times we're on our spiritual path and we're praying every day, we're meditating, or we're doing whatever is required for us to do in regards to that spiritual aspect of things. But then there is a question of how are you taking care of your body? How are you feeling as strong in body as you were feeling in regards to in mind, in spirit, in soul, in heart? So make sure that that is coming into alignment a little bit more solidly, a little bit more, again, in terms of the discipline aspect of things, in terms of making sure that you are taking an overarching sense of care of yourself as you go through this week and every day, ultimately. So keep building the strength. Again, building strength is not just a one-day thing. It's not a one-time thing. Ultimately, it is about what you're doing a little bit, even if it's just a little bit every day. How are you building this thing, this sense of strength for yourself? So we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords in the upright position. So this energy of the King of Swords in the upright position, again, is very much in regards to the mental dexterity of things and what it is that you're being honest about, slicing through the truth of something and being able to not just express it to somebody else, but being able to ultimately be able to express it to yourself. We can't be honest with somebody else if we're not first honest with ourselves. So when we're thinking about this foundation energy of building strength, sometimes we are not as disciplined, or we're questioning things, or we're, procrastinating, or whatever, spiritual procrastination or the actual physical procrastination of stuff, feeling impatient, self-sabotaging, whatever it may be. And we're not really getting to the root of some of those things. And when we tap into the energy of building strength physically, as well as intellectually and emotionally and spiritually and all of those different realms, a lot of those gaps are going to start to get filled up. And then it's going to be easier to have an overarching, well-rounded sense of discipline in regards to building strength. Tap into that energy of just being very, very honest, very straight up, very transparent with yourself first and foremost, and as a result with other people. Seven of Cups in the reversal is ultimately acknowledging that you have a lot of choices and there's a lot of things that can be there for you, whether it's jobs, whether it's relationships, whatever it may be, whether it's food, but they're not all for you, right? And, I always tap into the energy of our higher self and Ori, ultimately you'll choose for you in some ways, right? We'll make sure that you are aware of what is for you and rejects what is not for you, but we are in very much control. Our will is very much at the forefront in the choices that we make. We have free will for a reason. So you have to be discerning, and it's going to be a very, very maybe challenging week for you in regards to discarding what doesn't serve, even though it might look like it could be good for you. Spirit is giving you a warning, in a sense, is giving you a heads up. I don't like to use the word warning, more of a heads up in regards to the plethora of options that you are going to have, but to remind yourself that it is not, just because it's presented to you doesn't mean that it's actually for you, and doesn't mean that it's actually going to benefit you. So the discernment is going to be very, very much on a forefront in regards to tests for you this week, so that you can acknowledge, again, coming back to the root of building strength. And is a particular thing, person, experience, environment, emotion even, helping you build strength, or is it actually weakening you? And even if you don't feel it right now, look into the energy of the future, because the future is now, ultimately. I always say I don't pay attention to red flags. I look at that shit when it's pink. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wait till it's red. I don't wait till it's burgundy. I will notice whatever it is, and we can still make the choice, even though we can see the warning or the heads up or whatever it is, but just be aware, We can say that somebody has betrayed us, or they did this, or they treated us in a certain way. But if we're honest with ourselves, which is again where the King of Swords comes in, if we are truly honest with ourselves, we know that we saw signs. We know that there are things that we could have avoided, that we didn't have to choose, that we could have swayed, we could have kind of maneuvered differently if we followed our intuition, which is why that strength and the building strength is not just in the physical, but it is very much in regards to our mindset and our soul set and tapping into the heart space and doing what makes sense on all of those different levels to kind of try to avoid as many pitfalls as we can. Sure, life happens, shit happens, it is what it is, but we don't have to experience all of it. We don't have to choose all of it. So the discernment is going to be so important for you to pay attention to this week. So I do hope that resonates. I hope that it helps everything rise into place. Nothing is falling. It is only up from here. And if you do resonate with this reading, I would love for you to put that muscle emoji in the comments section below to just remind yourself of the strength training, of the building of your strength on every level, so that you can make sure that you are strong enough to know what is for you and know what is not. I hope that helps. I'll see you next time, Virgo rising. Peace.